Welcome back to the channel Valuable Coins, History Coin Enthusiasts. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating story of the 1965 United States $1 coin, a year that changed American coinage forever. Even though no official dollar coin was released that year, 1965 marked a turning point in U.S. history with the end of silver coins and the beginning of the modern clad era. Join us as we uncover the secrets, controversies, and legacy behind this rare and historic moment in American numismatics. Top 4 first up. The year 1965 stands as a remarkable and transitional period in the history of United States coinage. During this time, the U.S. Mint faced major changes brought about by the nationwide coin shortage of the early 1960s and the increasing price of silver, which made it impossible to continue minting circulating coins with the same metal composition. Although the United States did not issue a circulating $1 coin in 1965, the year is still crucial in understanding how American coinage evolved, especially with the birth of the Copper-Nickel-Clad Coinage Act of 1965 and the end of silver in U.S. coins. Background and economic situation. In the early 1960s, America's economy was booming, but a severe coin shortage began to affect the public. Silver prices were climbing fast, and the intrinsic metal value of coins was nearing or even surpassing their face value. Many people started hoarding silver coins, including half dollars, quarters, and dimes, because they believed that the silver content would soon be worth more than the coins themselves. This caused a shortage of coins for daily transactions and forced the government to take immediate action. The Coinage Act of 1965. To combat the crisis, Congress passed the Coinage Act of 1965, which drastically changed the composition of most U.S. coins. The act removed silver from the dime and quarter and reduced it in the half dollar. Instead of 90% silver, new coins were made with a copper-nickel-clad composition, a copper core sandwiched between 2 layers of nickel. This change ensured that the metal value of coins would stay below their face value, preventing hoarding. However, the $1 coin was not produced for circulation that year, and the last silver dollars minted for general use were the 1964 peace dollars, which were later melted down and never released. The 1964 peace dollar controversy. Just before the new law took effect, in 1964, the U.S. Mint had struck a small number of 1964 D-piece dollars in Denver, the first silver dollar since 1935. However, once news spread, collectors and hoarders began to demand them in huge numbers, and the government realized releasing them would worsen the coin shortage. All the struck coins were ordered to be melted, and none were officially released into circulation. Because of this, the $1,965 coin was never produced, and no genuine 1965 dated silver dollars exist. Transition period 1965 to 1967. Between 1965 and 1967, the U.S. Mint suspended mint marks to discourage hoarding and speculation. This meant coins from those years could not be easily identified by mint location. The focus was on stabilizing the coin supply using the new clad coins. The mint struck billions of new dimes, quarters, and half dollars using the copper-nickel composition. During this time, the $1 denomination was temporarily discontinued, and the United States relied on paper $1 bills instead of coinage for that denomination. Why there was number 1965 dollar coin. The decision not to issue a $1 coin in 1965 was both economic and practical. The public preferred paper $1 notes, which were lighter, easier to carry, and cheaper to produce. The Mint also wanted to focus resources on producing the smaller denominations in the new metal composition to meet circulation demands. It would take several years before the idea of a dollar coin returned. First with the Eisenhower dollar in 1971, followed later by the Susan B. Anthony dollar in 1979, commemorative and pattern coins. Although there were no official 1965 $1 coins for circulation, collectors and numismatists sometimes refer to patterns and experimental strikes that the U.S. Mint created during this era. These were test coins made to evaluate new metal compositions, designs, and production methods. Some of these pattern pieces, including trial dollars, are among the most valuable and mysterious items in American numismatic history, but they were never meant for public release. Impact on U.S. coinage. The year 1965 permanently changed the landscape of American coinage. It marked the end of the silver era for most coins and introduced a modern-clad coinage system still in use today. This change ensured a stable coin supply and protected the U.S. economy from further coin shortages. It also marked the start of a new technological age in minting, with improved presses, planchet preparation, and quality control, collectability, and value. Because no genuine 1965 $1 coins were released, any coin claiming to be one is either a fantasy piece, counterfeit, or privately made token. However, coins from that year, especially the 1965 quarters and half dollars in special mint sets, SMS, can hold significant value, particularly in high grades or with unusual toning. Collectors view 1965 as a landmark year, and coins from this period are often seen as symbols of transition and innovation in American monetary history. Legacy of the 1965 era. The absence of a 1965 $1 coin tells an important story. How the U.S. adapted to changing economic conditions and rising material costs while maintaining trust in its currency. The move away from silver was controversial at first, but it proved successful. The innovations of 1965 laid the foundation for modern U.S. coinage, ensuring that coins will continue to serve daily commerce efficiently and affordably for decades to come. Conclusion. So, while no official 1965 $1 coin exists, the events of that year shaped everything about the coins we use today. It represents a turning point, the moment America stepped into a new era of coinage, technology, and economy. The legacy of the 1965 monetary reforms continues to influence U.S. currency design and policy to this very day. The 1984 D Washington quarter dollar stands as one of the most captivating and collectible pieces in modern American numismatics. With its deep-rooted historical significance, elegant artistry, and enduring connection to the legacy of George Washington, this coin continues to fascinate collectors and historians alike. Minted at the Denver Mint and bearing the distinctive D Mint mark, it embodies the patriotic spirit of the United States and remains a prized treasure for those passionate about the Washington Quarter series. Its allure lies not only in its beauty, but also in its place as a tangible link to the nation's evolving monetary and cultural identity. For collectors seeking a blend of history, craftsmanship, and value, the 1984 D Quarter represents an exceptional and rewarding pursuit. The historical context of the 1984 D Washington Quarter is tied to a rich era of American minting tradition. First introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, the Washington Quarter quickly became a permanent fixture in U.S. coinage. By 1984, the coin had already celebrated over 5 decades of circulation and popularity, continuing to feature the timeless portrait of the nation's first president. Minted at the Denver Mint in Colorado, the 1984 D Quarter reflects the economic and cultural spirit amid 1980s America, a period marked by national pride, technological growth, and renewed interest in American heritage. Each coin minted during this year serves as a historical artifact, connecting today's collectors to the story of a nation honoring its founding father through one of its most recognized denominations. The design of the 1984 D Washington Quarter remains one of the most enduring and iconic in American coinage. The obverse features a dignified profile of George Washington, designed by sculptor John Flanagan, based on John Antoine Houdon's 18th century bust of the president. Above his portrait, the word liberty proudly arcs across the top, while the motto "In God We Trust" rests to the left, signifying the country's core values. The year 1984 is struck boldly below, while the small D Mint mark near the right side of Washington's ponytail identifies its Denver origin. On the reverse, an eagle with outstretched wings perches majestically on a bundle of arrows encircled by olive branches, a perfect balance of strength and peace. Struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, the coin measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter and weighs 5.67 grams, radiating a silvery luster that enhances its aesthetic appeal, especially in uncirculated grades. The rarity and condition of the 1984 D Washington Quarter play crucial roles in determining its desirability among collectors. While millions were struck for circulation, finding specimens in pristine, uncirculated condition with sharp details and full mint luster can be a significant challenge. Coins that escape the wear and tear of daily use, particularly those graded MS-65 or higher by PCGS or NGC, are considerably scarcer and more valuable. Additionally, certain varieties, such as die breaks, weak strikes, or minor planchet errors, can greatly enhance the coin's rarity and appeal. Collectors who discover well-preserved examples with flawless surfaces and strong strikes often treasure them as standout pieces within their Washington quarter sets, especially when accompanied by their original mint brilliance. In terms of market value, the 1984 D Washington quarter remains an accessible yet potentially rewarding collectible. Circulated examples typically hold nominal face value, but uncirculated specimens command much higher prices. Coins graded MS-65 can range from $10 to $40, while exceptional high-grade examples, particularly those in MS-67 condition, have fetched $150 to $300 or more in auctions. Error varieties, such as double die obverse or off-center strikes, can elevate the coin's worth dramatically, sometimes reaching into the $500 to $1,000 range depending on rarity and eye appeal. Its consistent demand among quarter collectors and investors ensures that high-quality examples continue to appreciate steadily over time, making a smart addition to any serious numismatic collection. For those interested in collecting the 1984 D Washington quarter, careful attention to detail is key. Enthusiasts are encouraged to focus on certified high-grade examples from reputable grading services like PCGS or NGC, ensuring authenticity and condition accuracy. Examining the surfaces for clear details, strong strikes, and absence of scratches or discoloration can make a significant difference in long-term value. Collectors should also explore the coin for possible die varieties or minting anomalies that enhance uniqueness. Proper storage in airtight holders or slabs is essential to preserving the coin's luster and preventing oxidation, while minimizing handling keeps the surfaces pristine. Engaging with online forums, coin shows, and auction houses can provide valuable insights and help collectors stay informed about current trends in the Washington quarter market. One of the most captivating aspects of the 1984 D Washington quarter is its ability to bridge past and present. Though produced for circulation, it carries the spirit of America's founding ideals through the enduring image of Washington. Each coin represents more than mere currency. It is a miniature piece of art and a historical storyteller. The craftsmanship of its design, coupled with the patriotic symbolism of the eagle and olive branches, captures the essence of American resilience and progress. Collectors often remark on how holding such a coin evokes a sense of continuity, linking decades of American coinage to the modern collector's hand. The appeal of the 1984 D quarter also lies in its role as part of the broader Washington quarter legacy, which transitioned through several design eras, from the traditional Eagle Reverse to the later State Quarters and America the Beautiful series. The 1984 issue thus represents the final years of the classic design before major shifts in U.S. coinage themes took hold in the late 20th century. This transitional significance adds to its collectability, especially for those seeking to complete historical timelines of the Washington series. It remains a vital piece for enthusiasts who value the evolution of American coin art and its reflection of the nation's identity over time. In numismatic circles, the 1984 D Washington quarter is often appreciated not for its extreme rarity, but for its balance of availability, beauty, and historical context. It offers both new and experienced collectors an affordable entry point into the rewarding world of U.S. quarter collecting. Many see it as a coin with long-term growth potential, especially when preserved in exceptional condition. As more collectors recognize its aesthetic and historical charm, demand for premium examples continues to rise, reinforcing its reputation as a cornerstone of late 20th century American coinage. In conclusion, the 1984 D Washington quarter dollar stands as a fascinating blend of history, artistry, and national pride. From its roots in the enduring Washington legacy to its elegant eagle design and enduring appeal, it remains a tangible connection to America's numismatic heritage. Its combination of beauty, collectability, and modest rarity ensures its place as a prized treasure within any coin collection. For enthusiasts around the world, the 1984 D quarter is more than The 1996p Washington quarter dollar stands as a fascinating and highly sought-after piece in the numismatic community, representing a blend of modern minting precision and the enduring legacy of one of America's most iconic coin series. This particular coin continues to captivate collectors not only for its aesthetic beauty and historical resonance, but also for its symbolic representation of America's enduring spirit as it approached the new millennium. With its Philadelphia Mint mark proudly signifying its origin, the 1996p quarter is a prized treasure among enthusiasts who recognize its role in closing an important chapter of the pre-statehood quarter era. Today, it remains a compelling collectible, admired for its sharp details, crisp strike, and reflection of a pivotal moment in U.S. coinage history. The historical background of the 1996p Washington quarter is deeply rooted in the long-standing tradition of the Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. By 1996, the coin had already enjoyed over 6 decades of continuous production, making it one of the most enduring and recognizable designs in American currency. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, the P Mint mark indicates its place in a period of significant transition as the United States Mint was preparing for the monumental launch of the 50 State Quarters program just 3 years later, in 1999. This positions the 1996p quarter as one of the final regular issue Washington quarters to bear the traditional heraldic eagle reverse, a design soon to be replaced by state-specific artistry. In this sense, the 1996p coin serves as a tangible connection to the past, bridging America's classic coinage tradition with its more modern commemorative approach. In terms of design, the 1996p Washington quarter showcases the timeless artwork that has come to define American numismatics. The obverse features a dignified bust of George Washington, sculpted by John Flanagan, with sharp contours and a lifelike expression that exudes both strength and humility. The inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the date 1996 frame Washington's portrait elegantly, while the P Mint mark appears just below the neckline, subtly indicating its Philadelphia origin. On the reverse, the heraldic eagle with outstretched wings clutching arrows and an olive branch remains a powerful symbol of the nation's balance between peace and defense. The coin is composed of copper-nickel clad over a pure copper core, with a standard weight of 5.67 grams and a diameter of 24.3 millimeters. Its silvery luster, particularly when preserved in uncirculated condition, continues to draw admiration from collectors worldwide. When discussing rarity and condition, the 1996p quarter is not considered extremely rare in general circulation, as over 925 million pieces were minted. However, its rarity increases significantly in high-grade conditions, particularly those certified as MS67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. Coins with exceptional strike quality, mirror-like luster, or minimal contact marks are prized by collectors, as finding such pristine examples among billions of circulated coins is a genuine challenge. Additionally, certain varieties, such as minor die cracks, double dies, or off-center strikes, can add notable value and intrigue. These rarer forms stand as reminders of the minting process's imperfections, transforming ordinary circulation coins into exceptional numismatic discoveries. Market value for the 1996p Washington quarter can vary widely based on its grade and condition. Circulated examples hold modest face value, but uncirculated and certified mint state coins can fetch between $20 and $100 in collector market, with exceptional specimens graded MS68 occasionally commanding prices above $500 at auction. Rare era varieties, such as double die obverse or misaligned dies, may reach $1,000 or more, depending on their visual impact and demand among specialists. Over the years, values have shown steady appreciation, particularly as collectors seek to complete late 20th century Washington quarter sets before the start of the statehood series. This upward trend underscores both the coin's lasting appeal and its position as a desirable transitional issue in U.S. numismatic history. For collectors seeking to acquire the 1996p Washington quarter, attention to detail and condition is paramount. Prioritize coins with full, sharp details and original mint luster, ideally preserved in certified holders from reputable grading agencies. Inspecting for potential varieties or errors can also yield surprising finds that add uniqueness to your collection. When purchasing, rely on trusted dealers, online auction platforms with verified listings, or local coin shows to ensure authenticity and value. Proper storage is essential. Coins should be kept in airtight holders or archival quality flips to prevent oxidation and handling marks. Avoid direct contact with bare fingers, as oils and moisture can dull the coin's surface and diminish its brilliance over time. The 1996 P quarter's appeal extends beyond its physical form. It carries historical and emotional weight. It represents the last phase of an era before America's quarters underwent a complete design transformation, serving as a final salute to the heraldic eagle that had symbolized American strength for over 60 years. For many collectors, owning a pristine 1996 P Washington quarter is akin to holding a piece of premillennium history, a reminder of simpler times when coinage reflected tradition and uniformity. This emotional connection enhances its desirability, ensuring that even common coins can carry uncommon stories. In the broader context of U.S. coinage, the 1996 P Washington quarter holds a special place as a bridge between two iconic eras. Its familiar design represents continuity and respect for America's foundational principles, while its date places on a threshold of an exciting era of creativity and state pride. Collectors who appreciate the evolution of U.S. coinage recognize the 1996 P as a cornerstone issue, one that combines artistic legacy, historical transition, and enduring quality in a single piece of metal. As time progresses, high-quality examples of the 1996 P quarter are becoming increasingly difficult to locate, particularly those with flawless surfaces and strong strikes. This growing scarcity, coupled with heightened collector interest, continues to elevate its standing within numismatic circles. Whether displayed in a complete Washington quarter set or showcased as an individual specimen, the 1996 P remains an exceptional representation of late 20th century minting craftsmanship. Its silver-tone brilliance and timeless design ensure that it never fades from collector conversations or investment watch lists. In conclusion, the 1996 P Washington quarter dollar stands as a shining testament to America's enduring legacy of coinage artistry and historical pride. It embodies a perfect fusion of tradition and transition, symbolizing both the end of the heraldic eagle era and the anticipation of new designs to come. For numismatists, this coin represents more than metal. It is a tangible connection to history, a reflection of national identity, and a piece of enduring beauty that continues to captivate enthusiasts worldwide. Whether pursued for passion or investment, the 1996 P Washington quarter remains a truly prized treasure in the story of American numismatics. Next up, the 1988 United States Washington quarter dollar stands as a fascinating and highly sought-after piece in the realm of numismatics, captivating collectors with its enduring legacy, artistic beauty, and historical significance. Though minted in massive quantities for circulation, the 1988 quarter has steadily grown in appeal due to its status as one of the later copper-nickel issues before the U.S. Mint transitioned into the era of state quarters. Collectors are drawn to this coin not just for its age, but for the sense of nostalgia it brings, representing America on the cusp of change, both economically and culturally. Today, pristine examples of the 1988 Washington quarter, especially those with full strike details and brilliant luster, are regarded as prized treasures in collections worldwide. Historically, the 1988 Washington quarter belongs to the long-running Washington quarter series that began in 1932, initially issued to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. By 1988, the design had become an enduring symbol of American coinage, marking over half a century of consistent production. The coin was struck at two major facilities, the Philadelphia Mint, without a mint mark, and the Denver Mint bearing a D mint mark. No quarters were minted in San Francisco for circulation that year, though proof examples were struck for collectors. This year's issue bridges an important historical period just before the 1990s, a decade that would eventually see the state quarters program revolutionize modern collecting. The 1988 quarter therefore represents a tangible connection to the past, reflecting America's traditional coinage style before the wave of innovation to come. The unique features of the 1988 Washington quarter make it a visually striking and instantly recognizable coin. The obverse bears a classical portrait of George Washington, designed by sculptor John Flanagan, based on John Antoine Houdon's famous bust of the first U.S. president. The word liberty is inscribed above with the national motto, "In God We Trust," to the left, and the date 1988 below Washington's profile. The reverse features a bold eagle design, wings spread majestically, perched on a bundle of arrows with two olive branches below, symbolizing the balance of strength and peace. Composed of copper nickel clad over a pure copper core, the coin weighs 5.67 grams and measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter. In high-grade, uncirculated condition, the sharpness of the feathers, the brilliance of the fields, and precision of the strike give an almost mirror-like allure that collectors find irresistible. When it comes to rarity and condition, the 1988 Washington quarter may not initially appear scarce, given that millions were struck for circulation. However, true rarity emerges when considering quality and preservation. Most coins from this era entered everyday commerce, acquiring scratches, dullness, and loss of luster over time. Finding a 1988 quarter in uncirculated or near-perfect mint state, MS condition, especially graded MS 67 or higher, is remarkably challenging. Additionally, error varieties such as double die obverse or off-center strikes exist, and these command significant attention among error coin specialists. Such varieties can transform an ordinary quarter into an extraordinary find, intensifying the thrill of discovery for modern collectors. In today's market, the 1988 Washington quarter exhibits an intriguing value range depending on condition and rarity. Circulated examples typically hold modest face value, yet uncirculated pieces graded MS65 or better can fetch between $10 and $40, with exceptionally high-grade coins certified by PCGS or NGC reaching $150 to $250. Proof versions struck at the San Francisco Mint, especially those with deep cameo contrast, often sell for $20 to $60. Error varieties, such as double dies, clip planchets, or broad strikes, can achieve impressive prices from $200 to over $1,000, depending on severity and visual impact. These strong auction results illustrate that the 1988 quarter's appeal continues to grow, supported by its place in numismatic history and the steady appreciation of older copper-nickel issues. The allure of this coin lies not only in its potential market value, but also in its role as a bridge between eras. It represents a final decade of the classic Washington design before America embraced its state-by-state coinage themes. For many collectors, the 1988 issue carries emotional and historical significance, an everyday object that reflects American heritage, craftsmanship, and economic continuity. It reminds enthusiasts of a simpler time in U.S. coinage, when artistry and national symbolism were the focus, rather than novelty. Its enduring popularity among both beginner and advanced collectors reinforces its timeless charm. For those seeking to add the 1988 Washington quarter to their collection, certain collecting tips can prove invaluable. Prioritize coins in high mint state grades, MS65, MS67, ideally certified by reputable grading services like PCGS or NGC. Pay attention to luster quality, strike sharpness, particularly in the eagle's feathers, and the absence of contact marks. When purchasing proof specimens, look for strong cameo contrast between the frosted devices and mirror-like fields. Always acquire coins from trusted dealers or established auction houses to ensure authenticity. Once obtained, proper storage in airtight holders or capsules is crucial to preserving brilliance and preventing oxidation over time. Collectors who focus on varieties should also keep an eye out for minor die errors, repunch mint marks, or slight doubling on lettering, all of which can significantly enhance a coin's desirability. Joining coin clubs or online numismatic forums can further enrich one's understanding of value trends, authentication techniques, and historical context. The 1988 quarter often serves as a gateway coin, sparking a deeper passion for mid to late 20th century U.S. numismatics, where modern minting techniques intersected with classic designs. As time progresses, the 1988 Washington quarter continues to gain recognition as a key collectible from the late pre-statehood era. It stands as a reminder of enduring design excellence and American identity, qualities that have made the Washington Quarter one of the longest-running and most beloved coin series in U.S. history. For investors, its growing market interest and affordable entry point make it an attractive addition to diversified coin portfolios. For historians and enthusiasts, it remains a meaningful artifact of national pride and economic resilience. In conclusion, the 1988 United States Washington Quarter Dollar is more than a simple coin. It is a reflection of America's journey, craftsmanship, and enduring values. Its artistic beauty, historical depth, and evolving market worth ensure its place as a prized collectible for generations to come. Whether sought for its gleaming surfaces, mint-marked distinctions, or rare varieties, it offers collectors a tangible connection to the past and a symbol of lasting numismatic prestige. For those who treasure both history and artistry, the 1988 quarter remains a timeless piece that truly captivates the heart of every coin enthusiast.